Hey guys, welcome to another Age of Grogu, and got with me Max here, and we are watching Daredevil episode 6. If you didn't get the chance, check out our reaction to episode 5. It was fantastic. It was a lot of fun since these episodes have gone back to back with each other. Max, where did this go? I mean, they didn't leave any in line into what's going to go on this episode, so I guess we're just
Maybe
getting
a Muse
another
episode. Maybe it could be a
possibly.
Muse episode. I think last
Yeah,
episode was one thing. One of the things I liked about last episode was how
yeah,
contained it was,
sure,
and it was
yeah,
just kind of felt like a comic book. Like you pick up, it's just a singular
yeah,
story. You're like,
yeah,
cool. There's obviously you're gonna expand on some things, and there's some continuing
yeah,
stories, but it's just
yeah,
one plot,
yeah.
bing in out done. Like it was
Totally,
good.
yeah, yeah. It was
I think
great.
this episode might be a little of that, while also playing into a larger role within the city and the story.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, it's up, about time we start seeing Daredevil in his costume at this point, I feel. I've enjoyed everything that's been going before then, but I feel like the show's called Daredevil for a reason. So let's check this reborn action out. We're going to do this on three, two, and one.
It's also more noticeable the more shows you watch. It's like all of them are the same, where it's like
Yeah,
there's 6 episodes that you could be just a normal
yeah.
jacket or whatever, punching people in the face.
I'm really happy. Oh, we've got news here. I'm really happy, like in a satisfied way that they've kept the violence and even the swearing,
It
the
is like,
profanity
yeah,
into
at
this.
a peak. It's
Especially if
like
it is. I
almost
give I give them kudos for that.
Chaos.
like I applaud them for taking such a big mainstream character like Daredevil and being like,
Yeah,
no, he's our R-rated guy, not just
yeah,
Deadpool.
yeah,
And it's like he's a character that is so gritty, he kind of deserves it. Like he's the
yeah.
grittiest street
I thought
level
we might spend
hero
some time.
besides Punisher. Really, he's not really a hero,
Yeah,
but
completely. Yeah, and I'm glad that Disney kind of have acknowledged that and are willing to go that route.
it makes me wonder what they would do for like a Wolverine solo movie these days.
Deadpool kind of helped pave that way. I felt Deadpool and Wolverine
Yeah.
for allowing them to do that.
Bro, look how crazy that is. Like, where do you learn that? Kind of looks like a swordsman. Swordsman, if you're watching this, keep doing the good work
Okay.
because our cops here.
Who's that? Swordsman?
Is it Blind Spot?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Or maybe it is the swordsman from Hawkeye.
Could be.
I like this showing him contemplating the being Daredevil without having to say it.
Yeah. Yeah, just one more thing will make him not snap, but be able to take care of this.
Mr. Mayor, what are you doing here?
They always wear the tracksuits, don't they?
It is Luke. There were tracksuits last episode. That's why they had the
Okay.
masks. I was
All
right.
right.
Frank Castle.
The Punisher. You wanna interview the Punisher.
So Matt's girlfriend is hunting for vigilantes, huh?
Yeah. I think
That's
they
gonna
might
make
introduce
life
some
interesting.
new ones or bring back some old ones. I think the
Well,
company can do
that
both.
that sword fighter obviously is somebody new. They wouldn't have introduced and shown us that if that's not something in the
Yes.
future.
It'd be cool if it was Blind Spot. He's an interesting character that I think was a
I
fun
don't know the
person
character.
to follow. He was like I don't want to say a sidekick, but just another
Right,
guy similar to with Daredevil's powers.
right.
In the Charles Soule run, I believe he's introduced pretty early in
Gotcha.
that run. I can't remember when.
Right.
I've been looking. I've been looking. I have like. I can't remember which box I put that. I was looking for that the other day. I just gave up.
Fair enough.
I was gonna bring. They had the number one signed. I was gonna pull that out, and I was like, it's too much work.
Kingpin, love it.
Yeah, I love the art David Mack is doing for the show.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
The Ayala girl. Hey, it's good to see
Oh,
you.
cool.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I was hoping to talk to Mr. Murdoch.
I'll just be in my office.
Cool.
Is she
We'll
gonna
pick
be?
this up.
She's looking for the amulet, I bet you.
Oh, he was
I don't know for
investigating
sure.
Muse.
I think it had something to do
Yep.
with all those people going missing, all those kidnappings. He started tracking them.
Therapy talk. Was I doing that?
Straight up. And I hate that shit.
Sure. Kinda hate it too.
All those kidnappings were all close to the old Q line.
Oh, I hope he becomes her trainer.
They're pairing him with all these young, or they're not pairing him with, but they're,
Yeah.
I don't know, it feels like he might be a liaison to Young Avengers or something like that.
I hope
Like the
so.
West Coast
To them.
Avengers, he's a
Fair
leader.
enough, but what do you want
Yeah.
me to do about it?
That'd be freaking amazing.
Or maybe just a local New
How
York
about literally
vigilantes.
anything?
Yeah.
Mr. Murdoch, he told me, don't rely on anyone to do what you can do for yourself.
He admires it. I love the smile he just did then.
Yeah,
Or the moment of... Yeah.
the grief moment.
Yeah.
Files per mural, we estimate at least 60 victims. It's difficult
Wow.
to project just yet. The testing is underway and
Yeah, Muse goes hard.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the moment that he wants to take care of.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's also realizing why the city needed vigilantes.
Yeah.
Like it's too big for one person to handle.
Maybe it's time to switch up the protocols.
Ooh. Good call.
He's not wrong. I mean,
No, he's
come
not.
on.
No. Yeah.
60
Yeah.
people missing and they don't think there's a serial killer,
Yeah.
all within the same area. Like, are they
Yeah.
just incompetent?
Nope.
Yeah, what a dumb thing to do.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, obviously they just think he's an artist. but,
he's
like,
an artist.
still.
That's it. Yeah. Not a killer. Yeah.
Oh my god, it is the swordsman.
Their supremacy.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, they just showed him.
Is that the actor?
Right there,
Who's the-
Tony Dalton
Oh. Okay.
What an art isn't the
from
issue.
Hawkeye.
Oh shit.
You'd even raise
Oh
the
yeah. Oh my god.
What are
Wow.
you talking about here is buy-in.
Oh my god. That swordsman.
Yeah, the swordsman.
Oh, completely forgot about him.
I know, it seems like such
Oh,
a...
damn.
I said that as a joke when they first showed him. I was like, well, it's probably blind spot, but it could be swordsman.
Oh my god. Wow.
I like the writing
This
in
is
this
true.
show. They're
Saying
really
before it's
interweaving with
Yeah.
Marvel
He's a
stuff and
self-suffering
like
economist.
a way where
Perfect.
it's not in your
He is
face, but
Perfect.
it's like intriguing.
Absolutely perfect. No, totally perfect. Works well.
He paints with his victim's blood.
He's been given permission everywhere now.
Man.
Put on the red suit.
Just let
What?
the police do their jobs.
No, they can't.
She's like, but they suck at it.
Yeah.
They're clearly so bad. That's all the first half of the season showed him is that he can't trust the police and he doesn't want to trust the police. It's like he
Yeah.
thinks that they're corrupt and they create a divide between them and the civilians.
Oh yeah.
These came straight
Oh,
from the
shit.
forensic team. So.
He's being way more public now too. Can't sweep that under the rug.
Nope. Oh.
every bad apple in the barrel.
Yes, it appears here.
He's
Due
about to
the
start his task
extreme
force.
nature of these crimes,
Yeah.
This task force will have special powers and privileges.
He said task force like a second later.
Yeah.
This is from the Chip Zdarsky comic
Okay.
run, which leads into a big event called Devil's Reign, which very much has to do with Fisk being mayor, being a corrupt mayor.
Sergeant Cole North.
Yes, sir.
Cole,
Born and raised in
that's
Chicago.
no.
Top of your class.
He's not a
Okay.
bad apple.
The guy denied everything, so I encouraged him to tell the truth.
What is
Captain
wrong with
didn't
this
see it
Cole
that way.
North?
Man, there's a lot less of them.
I don't know who his character is.
That's right.
He's like a good guy cop. He was the foil of Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil run.
Oh, is he from the
He was like-
from the original series?
No, he was from the
Oh.
recent Chip Zdarsky comic.
Okay. All right. Comic. Okay.
He was like a
All right.
good officer that was backing
I want to be
up Daredevil when he was like on top.
Maybe
of murder.
maybe that will still happen. Maybe that will still happen.
Killer Muse,
They wouldn't
he wears a
introduce him
mask.
if they didn't
That's because
expect
he's afraid. I don't want you
comic
to be
book
afraid.
fans to know
I
who
want
he
you to
really
show your
is.
face because you are New York's finest.
I think he might be better than these other people, though. I mean, I have hope in him.
Yeah. Oh boy.
They're not showing Colby pumped about it.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
See, he's.
I knew he'd be the
Yeah.
good one. Like,
Yeah.
he's in the comics. He's the good cop. That's working
That's
to
cool.
fight against the corruption.
That being the case, nice introduction to a new character.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the few things I really expected going into
Oh,
the show.
BB, you are not
geez.
that silly. Come on. Oh, that's
I
not
was
BB.
that,
That's
no, that's what's her name.
yeah. What,
I thought you said, "Oh,
yeah.
baby, you are not
No,
that
no, no,
silly."
no.
And
Sorry.
my mind said that.
For a second, I
No,
thought
no,
it was
I
BB.
was.
BB.
My
Yeah.
mind
No,
said
it's
that
not.
too. I was like,
Oh.
"Oh, baby, you're not
No,
that
no.
you're not that smart. Like, what are you doing down
I
here?"
don't use the word baby.
I know.
That's yeah. Oh, I forgot the kid's name. Damn.
Ayala? No, Ayala's her last name. Ava?
Call from Ayala home. Answer or decline.
Oh, is he studying all the tunnels of old New York?
It's Angela. She still hasn't come home. That's not like her.
Angela.
Has she been in touch with you? She told me she was going to see you, Matt. I'm worried. I'm so...
Come on. Put on the fucking costume. Let's do it. Do it. Yes! Come on.
I had a feeling it'd be episode 6. Even before I knew what was going on in the
You
series,
called
my
it.
prediction
You
was
called it.
episode 6.
You called it.
I love how they just make him look so agile.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my god.
He already grabbed her.
Fuck. Nice production design.
Yeah. The costume design's been great this season too. Muse looks just terrifying.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They really pulled off the whole white bodysuit look.
Yeah. Damn, that artwork is cool on the wall. It's scary as hell.
It's all David Mack. He did all the Muse artwork.
Yeah.
He actually did Marvel art before, Marvel MCU art before for Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Who's this?
It's not Rhea.
Oh, is it Fisk and what's his name? And the other?
Oh, Adam. Okay.
Here's Fisky.
Yeah.
Went through full speed at him. Oh, you put him in a hallway. Oh, you're dead.
Oh, what a move.
Backflip
That was
kick.
so fucking cool.
It's like what I love about Matt Damon's Daredevil is how flippy he was, and they're bringing that in this season.
Yeah. Oh.
I like that cut.
Ooh. Yeah. Great camera shot.
Yeah, they made it look so creepy. He's just standing up.
Yeah. Oh.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Damn.
Like a Murdoch.
Oh.
The punch is the one thing we got from this guy.
They're both becoming their entity again. Love it.
I'm trying to show like the similarities between him and Fisk.
Yeah. I thought it was going to bother me, but it's actually perfect.
They're doing it well. They're showing you parallels in a way where they're similar but different.
Oh, he's got to save her though.
Yeah, which is more important to him.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, I felt like she wasn't gonna die.
Yeah.
Would have been absolutely too sad to kill her father than her.
I know, totally. She's got a mission. That's his religious moment right there.
Yeah, this is his Zen.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Gone.
And he's gone. Kind of glad he didn't have to beat him in just one go. He got to actually play him off the season.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much they're handling this season while also handling all of it like really well.
Yeah.
I'm here.
He's back.
Nice. God damn, that was awesome.
That was some great episodes.
That was so good.
Both of them back to back.
Yeah. They haven't stopped. Like 6 straight episodes have been so phenomenal.
Yeah.
They've whatever they did to rewrite, they did the right thing in my opinion. This is intense, fun stuff. It feels like the old Daredevil. Yeah, at the same time, the fact that they're doing these introductions of other characters from the rest of the MCU obviously seems fluid and natural, but it's taking me a second to go, oh yeah, I remember that character.
That's what they're doing better than other things. They're not going for the flashy
totally.
guys. They're going,
No.
who makes sense? Who's in the city? Well, Kamala
Yeah.
Khan's dad
Yeah.
and Jack, whatever his last name is, Swordsman.
Swordsman, yeah.
Yeah, you know those characters already. You're like,
yeah,
okay.
I just didn't expect them to do the delivery so
It's
well.
not like here's an Iron Man or here's a Black Widow cameo.
It doesn't need to
or a
be.
Wong
And it doesn't
cameo.
need to
No,
be.
it's so much.
Yeah.
It's nuanced. They're not just there for the cameo. They're there because they make sense in the story.
And there's so many great actors they brought in to play these smaller roles in the big boys' playground, I guess. That
There's a lot of character actors in the show.
Yeah, and I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad we're going to see some of those characters come into the fold. A little, hopefully learn a little bit more about them. And Swordsman's an interesting choice to bring in opposite Fisk there. And
he makes sense. He's in New York. Technically, he was like not like a full vigilante, but in the last episode of Hawkeye, he was really kind of going full tilt with them. And
sure,
they were like, he's a hero in his own sense, and they showed that in this episode too. He's where not wearing a costume, but he's willing to fight back.
Yeah, I mean, do you think we'll actually even get what's her name from Hawkeye?
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop.
I don't think so.
She's too big. You think?
I think they're saving some of those cameos for Young Avengers or Champions, whatever they do. Same with Kamala Khan. I think she might appear out of costume in this season. The way that
even if she doesn't, though, they set the pacing of everything around them. They gave us the first couple of episodes to kind of set, the return of these characters.
They are establishing that they do need more vigilantes to go up against this task force. And there needs to be more than just Daredevil. I think they are going to probably bring back the Defenders.
But that's why I say Kate Bishop, because Kate Bishop is floating around the place. So I feel like that if you've got her as a if you've got her as a vigilante, there's a few other ones that are out there too, right? That are still that are New Yorkers too. I'm talking about small ones. Bring them all on. Make this a real vigilante war. I mean.
That was the whole point of the Daredevil run of the Chip Zdarsky one. They kind of based that a lot of those plot elements on, was it was building towards all the New York heroes kind of having to get together and be like, well, if superheroes abandon New York, how do we fight back against this? Mm-hmm. And it was just like, Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, She-Hulk, all the New Yorkers.
Yeah. And they don't need to be superpowered like Kamala, total superpowers. Keep the grounded one. Yeah, keep the grounded powers. Yeah, keep all the grounded ones and at least all that connection. But if she turned up, I wouldn't be upset about it either. I think
I wouldn't be upset, but like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones,
it'd
be cool.
Yeah, I mean, so far all of the cast members have said most of them are not in season 1. But it feels like, from what I'm understanding, season 2, which is now shooting, they are starting to bring in some other names, including possibly Jessica Jones and all that. So I read Jessica Jones the other day has been mum on the word about everything. So I think everybody's playing basically keep their mouth shut. But if they are,
it's clear. I mean, they're building towards these vigilantes versus superheroes, and they're showing us in these last specifically 2 episodes. Like, there's going to be more vigilantes out there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious to see what happens with Muse now. Muse is obviously the season-long threat outside of Kingpin directly.
And they made it like actual, I like how they made him not just Daredevil's problem, but Kingpin's problem. It's like a problem that's embarrassing for the city. The police weren't even able to figure it out. So now he's got to start his own task force. And on top of this being a serial killer, he's a masked serial killer, which adds insult to his own injury.
Yeah. Now, I've got a prediction where this might be going. I've got a feeling we're going to see some episodes in the future with the Matt's girlfriend, talking to Muse, who we know is the actor from Wednesday, from the show Wednesday. We saw at the beginning there. Obviously, here's Muse. We put 2 and 2 together with that.
Yeah, it's not that.
Yeah. But the reality is her whole thing about masks and all this sort of stuff also, that she's going after the idea of she wants to talk to people in masks, is fascinating, because that adds a whole wealth of getting her into trouble. And she may not survive this season. Who's she going to talk? Exactly, yeah. And
that's the other thing. Like, obviously, we're thinking about cameos. We're thinking about that fun aspect. But like, who are they going to bring back into the sphere? Like, because
Yeah.
I think it'd be kind of hacky if she just interviewed Daredevil. They did like a Clark Kent, like Lois Lane kind of early
Yeah.
Superman being interview kind of thing. I don't know.
Possibly.
I
don't
think that'd
they'll
be a
go that
little
way.
bit hack.
But the fact is, she's talking to Muse, who already is wearing a mask, and I think
Exactly.
that
I
alone,
think that'd be crazy.
she's gonna catch that as a vigilanteism and not a
not a serial killer.
Well, remember, Fisk has said
I mean,
we're keeping this. Well, but the thing is, though, Fisk said it. We're going to keep this quiet from the.
I know, but
public.
then he Muse himself went public this episode with the two girls.
Okay. Oh yeah, fair enough.
Adding
right.
insult to injury. I think it's going to be a situation
okay.
where she's.
Yeah, makes sense.
She's going to want to talk to. She's going to after she realizes he's Muse.
Yeah.
She's going to ask to talk to him as Muse, and it's going to be a whole psychological thing where he turns on her.
I want to see that. My
Which
goodness.
Be like a tension break of him being like, him wanting help to him being like, I don't need help.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know too much about the character's background and past. Obviously, he's a
I'll just say
serial
he's
killer.
sick in the head, and he's never gotten better. He's only gotten worse.
Fair enough, then. In that case, she's going to be a victim, or possible victim in the future, for sure. Obviously, we got the return of the kid who's going to be... Obviously was introduced.
Angela Ayala.
She's obviously going to be the new White Tiger.
White Tiger, yeah.
I'm curious to see whether that happens at the big, like sooner or later.
I think it's going to be during the
end of the season.
Probably end of the season. I think Daredevil's going to put out a call to all vigilantes, be like, we got to stand up against this task force, and that's going to be his Captain America-esque moment. And then she's going to put on the costume and the mask and be like, nah.
I like that. I like that theory.
I'm standing up.
I like that.
I mean, that's just how I would write it. I think it'd be a good end thing to tease next season as not just bigger and better, but expanding.
Well, again, that's why it's like with all the news of season 2 shooting that they seem to be outsourcing a little bit. It feels like that's the direction season 2. This is just the beginning. So if they
there's pictures out there. I don't want to spoil anyone, but there's certain ideas coming from this season.
Yeah.
Like it's not all the threads are going to be wrapped up, which is good. I mean, it's just they're building towards a big climax.
Yeah.
Are we 12?
Are we 12 episodes this season? We're 12 episodes this season.
I think
9.
9.
Oh, 9 is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's
it.
They split it. Because originally it was 3 left,
18.
right?
Originally
it was 18.
Originally.
Yeah.
But most of it, from what I understand, was the Hector Ayala drama.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah. Now, they definitely were smart to shut that down and shorten it. But again, I kind of wanted to see more, but I feel like we're getting where that story was going anyway.
Yeah, we're getting a lot this season. What I keep thinking is like most of these Marvel shows will have like a few threads that will continue the whole season.
Yeah.
This show is picking up a bunch of different threads, but all handling it really well.
Yeah,
it all feels kind of like what you want in a long comic run, where it kind of mills through ideas and it says, "Well, this is a story where I keep going through stories and stories. It's going to build and build and take building blocks for a big epic event or a climax or something."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we'll end it there, guys. But if you enjoyed our reaction, please like and subscribe. The show is way better than I even imagined it to be, and I was mid about where this week could have gone, and I'm so up there. This is definitely like up there with Loki, if not, in a different style.
I'm gonna honestly say this is my favorite Disney Plus show they've done. It just kind of raised the bar writing wise. I mean, it has some of the same tropes, the other ones of like the avoiding costume for some of the situation, some of the shows, and then the idea of like doing like a re-origin, reintroduction to these characters. But there's some stuff in this show that's just, almost everything in the show is working so incredibly well.
Yeah,
and the writing is just, and the acting has just been, and
phenomenal.
the cinematography and the camera work. It's just been like. And the set design, every little aspect of the show, you go, oh, that's really good. Even got like the sound design when he breaks someone's bone, you get that satisfying crunch. Like all of it just works so well. Like the actions doesn't feel dumbed down compared to the Netflix show. Like obviously they're not going for the same exact vibe as the Netflix show.
I don't know if that was dumbed down. I think the Netflix show.
No, I'm saying it's not dumbed down.
It's not dumbed down.
Yeah, I'm saying it's still like up to a 10, and they're what caught me these 2 episodes were how R-rated they've been. Like they were dropping F-bombs, they were breaking legs, they were going full brutal, showing eyes gouged out. Like this wasn't like a a 10-year-old's Marvel show.
Yeah, I'm glad that Disney have accepted the value of, the actors, the cast, the characters they've played, and that they've actually listening. It seems like for the first time in a while. I really hope that they will do the same listening to when it comes to Star Wars and other MCU stuff. And I'm not saying go full violent with any of this stuff, but we've got these elements of let's bring the characters into the fold in a better, more interesting way than they've been telling. And there's good writers out there. Obviously, this show is a testament to that. And let's get those writers just bringing up the ante. If their hands are set free from the restrictions that Disney feel like they've been putting on some of these characters that we love and all that too, I feel that's my opinion anyway. So anyway,
no, I agree. I mean, yeah. I think what's been so good about this show is that it doesn't feel bogged down. It feels like it's not taking the audience. It doesn't feel just like we're dumb. It's really kind of just playing along with the audience and giving us a show on our level. And it's not. I just feel like it's not trying to play for the hackiness of some of the other superhero tropes that you can fall into. It's just really clever writing and really great acting on top of it. And it's just like there's nothing better in any cinematic form or any cinematic movie or TV show, or whatever, when everything's just working right. And this is one of those shows where things are just working right with each other.
Everything. It's so well. All right, guys.
Which is not what we expected, though. I will say from the reshoots, we were like, "Oh man, the show's going to have problems," and it's I think across the board been one of our favorite shows.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, guys, we'll end it there. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.